Testing one.
Let's go back to the beginning, back to the beginning. We can't starting what we finished, starting what we finished. We could. Drove me crazy, so I had to go and call you out. Got complacent like you didn't give a care about a love. When I had to give up, couldn't let you go. Could never pull the trigger, no, no.
Alright, we're unmuted. We're switching over to the scene. Boom, bada bing, Mr. Worldwide. Alright. Yeah, for the love of. Allow access. Go over to Spotify. Turn it all the way down. All the way down to a minus 50 dBs. Alright, we're gonna connect to the server. And then I'll watch the EQ. Failed to connect to the server. Alright, well. Oh, there we go. I don't think it's being picked up. The only thing being picked up is my own voice. Oh, well. In that case. Hey, pick a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50? Okay. 42. Because 42 is life. Alright, sound, and let's see if we can apply a app to this. Minecraft, where you at? There you go. We'll put you on cable B? Question mark? Oh, nice. Thank you for the bits, man. Okay, cable C. I think it is. No, hi-fi. High fidelity cable for Minecraft. And that way it'll actually pop up into stream. Is that it right there?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, that's it right there. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Okay, Mike is just being bassy. Alright, let's try that one more time. Proceed. Oops, timed out for sending bits. Really? You got timed out for sending bits? That's kind of funny, not gonna lie. I don't know why it did that. Automod's, I guess, a goofball. Hey, Ziggy.
Yeah.
This absolute legend in chat got timed out for sending me bits. What an absolute...
What's his user?
Mick says. He it appears he's no longer timed out, but,
Oh, okay.
we'll have to adjust that in the auto mod. Waiting for the pre-workout to kick in so we can actually get to the topic of tonight's show. And speaking of which, turn that down, have something in the background. Alright. Alt enter. And back to game. What the? Alright, here we go. Where are you, Ziggy? No.
At base.
I have to go to the island, that's right. Thank you, Mixed.
You should be able to just do
send
slash
some
on.
love to others. Have a fun stream. Thank you, man. This will be uploaded to YouTube and Instagram, so if you want to check it out there later, by all means. Just getting everything set
Or
up.
just keep an eye out for the highlights.
Yeah, that's true. Let me drop them a follow because that was actually kind of cool of them. There you go.
Yeah.
I'll tune into them later.
How many bits did you drop?
42. He said pick a number between 1 and
Nice.
50, and I said 42 because 42 is life. Absolute legend of the chat.
Oh.
All right. This is not a... Oh, yes, because I put Windows 10 back on the computer. Forgot about this part. Where is Sprint? There we go. And then I need to do what? I need to change the party, right? Or something else that's not bound properly. What was it, the party?
We moved party. I'm gonna move actually party to F. Not screenshot. Yeah, party isn't bound properly for you. Cause it's the same button as the minimap button.
Oh, I gotta look for M, right? Yeah. Open summary. Oh, okay. If we get this to actually like load properly, it'd be nice. I got kicked from the game for being an absolute giga chad. And it won't let me rejoin. Okay. We'll relaunch the game. Welcome back to Twitch Technical Difficulty Simulator. Anyway, speaking of which, Ziggy.
Well,
what are your thoughts on the new Nintendo Switch that released 7 years ago?
yeah, it's
Is it 7 years ago?
Some...
Is it 7 years ago? I think it's 7 years ago.
It is. Yeah, no. Breath of the Wild released 7 years ago. Breath of the Wild released on Wii U first.
Okay. When was the Twitch, the Switch?
I want to say it was 2018, so it was 6 years ago.
The Switch was released in 2017, March 3rd.
Holy shit.
Pretty darn close to 7 years, yeah. A little over 7 years.
Years, yeah.
Okay. What else came out in 2017, Ziggy?
A few things. I believe the Xbox One X.
Did it?
That was either. Wait, what year did Fallout 76 release? That was 2018.
Good point.
So no, the One X came out a year later.
The Xbox One X?
Yep. It was October 23rd, 2018. The only reason I know this is because I bought Fallout 76 for my Xbox One X. Yeah. And then that Christmas, I ended up getting a PC.
Okay. So the Xbox One X was released in 2017, the same year as the Switch. Okay. The Xbox One...
Actually.
The Xbox One came out in 2013.
That makes me feel old.
That makes you feel ancient. But you know what else is ancient? The technology inside of the Switch. Yeah?
True. The Wii was arguably better for its time.
Yeah, no, 100%. I genuinely don't think a single platform released so many like headliner title games. I genuinely don't think. The only one that I can really think of is the NES itself. I mean, you even had Call of Duty on the Wii.
True.
You had Call of Duty on the Wii. You had let's see, the Lost. There's so many games I can't even name them all. Right, and also the backwards compatibility.
You'd be sitting here from now until you're 50 if you tried to name every game on the Wii.
Yeah,
that is not an exaggeration.
And those were all games produced by Nintendo, right?
Yep.
or at least
either
not
Nintendo or someone who is contracted by Nintendo.
contracted by Nintendo, whereas in other words, on Nintendo's payroll, being marketed by Nintendo.
Yes.
So you have the Nintendo Wii with, I'm going to look it up because I'm pretty sure the number sits around easily above 10,000 games.
I should probably start recording, huh?
Yeah.
Just so you have something to show my POV.
Okay, it's not over 10,000, but it's over 8,000. There was a total
Which
of
is close enough.
3,770 unique titles that were released.
The Wii
How
was
many-
the best console. You cannot change my mind.
And that's unique titles. That's not. Oh, sorry. It's 2,159 unique titles, Zig. That's not counting Mario Party, 6 through Mario Party 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not counting the new Super Mario Bros. Being made like 3 times, was it? Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Zig, my point being here is, what is Nintendo doing right now? They're not releasing any new groundbreaking
You're not
games.
releasing
They're not
anything
releasing.
exciting. And anything they do release that is hyped up like crazy, it's just been disappointments.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, it's to the point where I don't even play official Nintendo games anymore. Unless I'm really unbelievably bored.
Yeah.
Or I get some sort of cart dump or something
is
like
so
that from a
cursed.
game that I own. And I play it on my PC, but it's the old games. It's the games that are still good.
Yeah.
It's
It's kind of funny how we can sit here and go back and play, I don't know, Pokemon Sapphire for the GBA, the Game Boy Advance, over and over and over again, but I don't even want to bother touching, Violet and Scarlet. Oh,
No.
and
Dude, I can-
that's
I
just
can-
the
I
newer.
can play
That's
it.
just a newer title. I don't want to touch Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
You-
It was a banger game the first time around.
Yeah, but once you have to watch the cutscenes 15 times, I still have not played Sun and Moon. I have not finished or seen the end of a Pokemon game since X and Y.
No, yeah, no. I think legitimately.
No, not true. Not true. I beat Sword and Shield. It was the most pointless 2 weeks of my life.
No, yeah, I get it.
Majority of those 2 weeks were spent in raids.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the successor to Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Do we even want to?
Tears of
Is
the
it even
Kingdom-
worth mentioning? As a Legend of Zelda game, it is not.
No, I'm gonna make the argument that Tears of the Kingdom is the only good thing to come out of the Switch.
Really?
I'm gonna, at least as of right now. Well, no. I'm gonna argue that and Legends Arceus.
Legends of
And the
Arceus.
only reason for that is because both of them broke the mold.
Yeah, I'd say that. I would give you that. My only issue is
It was game companies reaching out into a realm that they really had never dug into before. And while both of them were contracted by Nintendo, it was by far some of the best gaming content I have ever experienced. I never even completed Legends Arceus, but oh my god, was it fun. The little bit I played.
yeah,
And I
it
haven't
was.
seen the end of it, and they completely just threw everything at you at the end. I don't want to get, well, the game's been out for 3 years. I'm not gonna worry about spoiling it. But
Yeah.
when you fight Volo, the the Cynthia piano riff,
Yeah,
it was such a fucking hype moment. It's, oh my god, it's them, it's the one, and it incited
Yeah.
fear in you that you never felt before, not
Oh, no,
since you
big
were a
time.
fucking child fighting Cynthia.
no, I feel that. I felt that too. uh,
What good block would mess with this yellow?
I'll let you know when I'm back there.
I think
I didn't stick the landing quite as well as I thought I would initially.
No, I noticed that. I think apricorn logs would look good.
You know what? You might be right on that.
So
That's
let's
too
see.
bad. Okay, so my gripe with Tears of the Kingdom is that it's not a Legend of Zelda game. It's not.
It is Legend of Zelda by name and lore only.
By name, not even lore. I hate to say it, but it's not even lore. It doesn't even fit into the puzzle piece. The only puzzle it fits into is Breath of the Wild. That's it. It is by lore a sequel to Breath of the Wild, and that's it. That's literally it. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, Breath of the Wild fits in somewhere way down the line.
It fits in somewhere way
actually,
down the
here's
line
the
that
thing,
hasn't even been explained yet.
It brought in the concept, obviously, of the Ouroboros, the repeating time loop that has been theorized for a long time. They basically just confirmed it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Legend of Zelda fan, but granted it's not a traditional Zelda game. I still love it. It's a lot of fun. The concept is cool, but it's a sequel. It's an ongoing series, or it's a remake or whatever. It's not. It's original, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying here? It's not something that the Switch can claim as its own, because Breath of the Wild didn't originate on Switch.
Yeah.
They took the world of Breath of the Wild and said, yeah, this is a story we can add on to, and they added on to it.
Yeah.
You get me?
Well, here's my deal, right? What are the clips that you see of Tears of the Kingdom nowadays? Has absolutely nothing to do with the actual lore of the game. Has absolutely nothing to do with the content of the actual game. You know what the social media content is when you type in Tears of the Kingdom, or you're just scrolling through Instagram Reels?
What?
It's literally just really large and obscene builds that are just like completely overbuilt
They're funny.
builds.
It's humorous.
They're fun. They're funny. But they're just built to cheese the bosses, right? Like, for instance, the fire dragon. Don't get me wrong, that's hysterical. That's hysterical. But that's not Breath of the Wild, and that's not Legend of Zelda. That's its own little thing.
That's fair.
I mean, you had people with Breath of the Wild. You had people like Point Crow, challenging themselves every single day for hours. I mean, to beat the game in different ways and challenge themselves. Now the only challenge is to see how big of a build we can make to absolutely obliterate this boss or cheese this boss as quickly as possible.
That's fair.
I mean,
I get what you're saying, but
I mean,
that's how it is
there was
in general nowadays. At one point in time, there speed running and the internet was not a thing, so you had to say, how am I intended to kill this boss? Period.
Yeah.
How am I intended to do it? And if you found a glitch that killed it faster, or your friend did on the playground, and he showed you, and obviously you couldn't go with, oh, I learned how to kill the boss in one hit. Okay, how do you do it? I'm not telling you. You had to watch him do it and see him do it on your Switch.
Yeah.
Or on your Game Boy or whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Otherwise,
it would be the DS.
Was no way to say, oh yeah, there's a really cool way to cheese this, and you Google it.
Yeah. I mean, back then it was word of ear. It was quite literally a folktale.
It was word of mouth and action replay, or Game Shark, depending on your generation.
Word of mouth, actual tact with glitches, right? So like there's like for instance with Ocarina of Time, there's a handful of glitches. You can get the Master Sword. I mean, almost every single one of the Legend of Zelda games has a way to get the Master Sword before you're actually intended to have it. And for those of you who don't know, and I'd be disappointed for you to be on this platform and not know what the Master Sword is, but for those of you who don't know what the Master Sword is, it is basically the most powerful weapon in the game. It's got its different lores depending on which game you're playing, but at the end of the day, it is the bane of darkness, a bane of evil. It seals away Ganon. Nobody except for the hero of time can wield the blade, and evil cannot pick it up either. You know? But every single one of the Legend of Zelda games, for instance, with Ocarina of Time, you can just walk through the Door of Time. I shit you not, you can just walk through the edge of the Door of Time. It's not as simple as, you know, just walking directly toward it. You have to have the camera angled in a very specific way. And the camera, you use the fact that the camera locks, right? And that's how you do it. But you know what I mean? Like with Twilight Princess, you're able to just within minutes, literally 10 minutes of the first game, if you can execute this glitch, and don't get me wrong, it's a pretty hard one, but once you've done it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million times, which speedrunners do, you know, it's child's play, right? You can get the Master Sword and just completely sequence break the frick out of the game. You know what I mean? You can hop over the wall, and with enough skill, because there was no cheats involved in this. It was legitimately skill. It was perfect timing. It was perfect angle. It was putting yourself in a level where you only have 3 hearts, because it's the very beginning of the game, where you're so intended to have basically played through 6 different dungeons, you know? Or at least have, oh no, I think you have 6 hearts in Twilight Princess. No, you have 3. I don't remember. We'll have to play that again sometime, man. You can actually watch my Breaking Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess series somewhere else. But you can break the hell out of the game. It was hard to break the games. Difficult, actual skill. You had to go look up a YouTube video that was like, you had to really look for it, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the first thing you saw on Instagram when you woke up in the morning. Yeah, this game-breaking glitch is the reason why pro players are now the single greatest in their rank, you know? It was, you had to watch this guy's whole series like you're doing right now. You're watching a guy's series on why Nintendo is falling behind. You actually had to try, and I mean try. I think is it Egg Busters? I think there's Son of a Glitch. That's what it was. Son of a Glitch and Egg Busters, right? Where they took Easter eggs and they read on Reddit or whatever game FAQs and decided to see if those were actually real. Because guess what? No one knew if they were actually real, because there wasn't 500,000 videos being created on a daily basis. There weren't as many competitors as there are today in the digital content creation media platform. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I get you.
He did it.
Really
it took him 9
for you to be able to look up. How do I beat this boss? You had to figure it out, or you just didn't fucking beat it. And you gave up on the game.
Exactly. And then you came back to it a week later, and then you found out, oh, well, you know, silly me. I should have just done this, or I should have just done that. You know what I mean? What was that? So.
What was what?
There was like a weird beep sound.
Oh, that was me opening my PC.
Oh, okay. So. you had that, right? Nowadays, you don't even have to try and break the game. You have to play the game and try not to break the game.
Yeah.
I was playing
In
Scarlet and Violet, and
in the wise words of Todd Howard, we have a QA team. They're called players.
Yeah, exactly. No. I had to try not to break Twilight, or not Twilight Princess. I had to try not to break Scarlet and Violet. I was literally walking, and I fell through the map. Walking on an intended path.
You just so happen to hit that one pixel with your foot that makes you fall through the map.
Exactly. You know, Wind Waker has its, fair share of just a couple of glitches, right? Just a couple, right? It's got a bunch of them. Don't get me wrong. There's a whole series. There's 3 episodes for a single game in Son of a Glitch, right? Wind Waker, you could just roll up the stairs with your sword out, and you would fall through the stairs. That was a glitch. But guess what? In the amount of times that I played the game, never once did that ever actually happen to me. Accidentally. Unintentionally.
You had to intentionally do it.
I had to intentionally do it. I was like, you're shitting me. The amount of times that I've rolled up that stairs, and if I just rolled up like 3 degrees the other direction, I would have fallen right through them. There's no point to it, but the fact that it's just that easy. It was that easy, but yet never happened. Never actually. That goes to show how little effort is going into the modern day games.
Yeah.
And they have updates now. I think we legitimately need to go back to a day and age where games weren't allowed to be released if they require, more than 3 updates to be playable. And let's be honest, we're sitting on version 26 of Scarlet and Violet or whatever.
Scarby has been updated in a hot minute outside of, I think content.
Outside of that,
I don't know why I haven't played it.
Okay. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had 1 content patch. 1 content patch.
So did X and Y. X and Y had a content patch where if you saved in a bug where if you saved in a specific part of Lumio City, your game would crash, and maybe if you're unlucky, corrupt the save data.
Yeah.
It was Northern Lumio City.
So, this kind of leads us on to the next point, right? How is it that Nintendo, a company that has flourished in game-breaking, game design, game development, right? Just industry-breaking. I mean, we're talking the company that single-handedly brought back gaming. Remember, gaming was dying. Gaming was a dying industry, and now it's the #1. And you know why? It was because of a certain Italian plumber named Mario.
It's crazy shit, man.
Give me a moment.
And they went from being one of the greats to not being able to keep up with the other competitors.
What did you send me?
I didn't send you anything.
Not you. Live on Twitch, we have it! We have every man's hopes and dreams! Bonk. Bonk. Down, girl, down. I received a very, 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 can't talk about it on Twitch picture.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Bonk to Horny Joe.
What are your thoughts on the base so far?
Honestly, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I thought so. I think going with the mangrove wood for a little bit of neutrality in here. Oh, fuck.
Hey Zig, what do you think about this matchup?
I think you can do it.
Yeah? Alright. I don't see Leaf Blade. Oh, I have to actually teach it Leaf Blade, don't I?
Yeah.
Alright, Articuno, here we go. So, where are your clothes? No, I'm just kidding. She has clothes on.
Damn.
So, I lost my train of thought because I got a pair of Opie in my face.
Nice. That's just about how it goes.
What was I talking about? Remind me. Oh, how does the industry, the company that single-handedly brought back gaming, how does that company fall behind everybody else in terms of quality? And I'm talking like they started it, and they made, so I'm gonna be honest, I think it's less so a case of them falling behind and more so of the competitors perfecting what Nintendo introduced. What do you think?
Sorry, repeat that. I was responding to a message myself.
Oh. I said, I think it's less so a case of Nintendo falling behind and more so a case of the competitors perfecting what Nintendo introduced, what Nintendo began.
That's possible. That's definitely a possibility.
Girl! Girl! She just sent me a picture of her kitten. I'm getting trolled by my girlfriend here. I'm live! I'm live. Bonk to horny jail, you. Okay, Ziggy, save me, please. I love you.
Bro, I'm talking to Harley about shaving each other's asses. You just responded with the heart. Harley messages me. We're in the middle of a conversation. I'm giving kind of dry responses.
Yeah.
And
oh no, what did you send me
says, now? I didn't send you anything.
Not you.
No.
Oh my god. I'm getting trolled by my girlfriend, guys. Oh my god. She's sending me some fantastic photography, left and right.
Lovely.
Yeah. Anyway, so back onto the topic of I'm gonna throw my phone over here. We're gonna go on do not disturb mode for a minute. So
Also here, take these, equip them.
no, nice. Yeah, so Nintendo is falling behind as an industry because everybody else around them is picking up what they're putting down. They may have single-handedly brought back gaming, right? But they didn't perfect gaming. They haven't perfected the art of what a game is. And they know this, and I think they know this, and that's why they're sticking to trying to rope in the older generation, the generation that grew up with you know, the platformer version of Mario, or I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I think they're fuck. I got disconnected. I think it's, yeah, I think that's a pretty fair statement. Yeah, I think we can both get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess a more recent addition to getting outdone, Nintendo failing to compete against Palworld. What do you think about that? Do you think Nintendo competes against Palworld, or do you think Palworld is better or worse than Pokemon? What are your thoughts on the comparison there?
I think Palworld scratched an itch for a lot of people that the Pokemon company and Nintendo was refusing to do. Everyone was looking for an adult Pokemon. Pokemon with guns is just about right.
Pokemon with guns is just about right. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it's not like that idea has not been tossed around in the past.
No, but they took it and they fucking ran with it and they did something amazing with it.
Exactly. Zig, there used to be countless Flash games that was like Mario murdering in cold blood turtles. Whether it was, you know, Michael Jackson replacing Mario, or it was Sonic in place of Mario, or if it was Mario, but an actual Italian mobster Mario, holding a fucking, you know, SMG or an AR or whatever it was. If it was like Mario with an AK or something like that, I can't remember. It was like, you know, that long ago. It's not.
It's called Gun Mario.
Yeah, is it Gun Mario?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not an original idea by any means, but it is something that Nintendo needed to release, and Nintendo just wants to be a family-friendly, you know, I'm getting puppy dog eyes. Yes. Are you alright? You're giving me puppy dog eyes. Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I think that Palworld outdid Legends of Arceus, Scarlet and Violet by a... Damn. What did he do to you?
Getting experience.
That's fair. I think Palworld, you know, definite. Where the fuck are you going? You know, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna let you do what you're doing.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just turning around.
Okay. So Palworld.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get yeah.
Palworld, Pokemon with guns, and it's almost blatant Pokemon, right? But I think Nintendo is just trying to, again, stick to being family friendly, and kind of roping in the people who grew up with it. Now, I know at this point we're, you know, trying to get back onto course of what the conversation was, because I got interrupted not once, not twice, but 3 times by very distracting stuff. But oopies, yes. So, what are your thoughts, since I'm running around in a circle, very evidently? And are
On the conversation as a whole, or just Nintendo as a whole?
I'd say on the conversation.
It's kind of. I agree with like 99% of it. There's a certain level of Nintendo's gonna do what Nintendo's gonna do, and we can't do anything to stop them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think there's a certain level of Nintendo trying to write the rule book for what is to be considered gaming.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, more or less, if it wasn't working, why are they a multi-billion-dollar company?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest,
You know,
it is working. Don't get me wrong, it is working. But I think, realistically, they could cut down on the ad revenue. They could cut down on the lawsuits,
what they could do
and they could just provide a
cement...
product.
Mm-hmm.
What they really could do is they could cut down on... Oh, I'll let you talk.
Yeah, sorry. You've been talking a lot, you gay ass. What Nintendo should really be doing is they should be licensing their games out to PC or make consoles equivalent to what the Xbox and the PlayStation are making. Improve their online services, and what's the words I'm looking for here? And really, overall, just quit pandering to a younger audience. Like, I get it, that's where you started and that's where your roots are, but your audience has grown, and certainly you see all the comments saying, hey, I would love to see a more a Pokemon game with a darker story.
Yeah.
Certainly you see the popularity of these like Pokemon Insurgents and stuff.
I think
the dark story especially.
I think they need to start listening to their longtime fans. I think that's the point we're getting.
Like, I get it. Your goal here is to entice the kids, which cool. You know, a wanting kid makes parents spend money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if the parents, the kids who grew up have started saying, you know, who grew up with your stuff are starting to become parents, and they're not going to tell they'll say to their kids, hey, this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to put you on my computer, and I'm going to get you, you know, whatever Pokemon game.
Yeah. I think there's a handful of issues that Nintendo needs to fix about their own service. Instead of focusing on trying to fight the battle on piracy, right?
Exactly.
The thing is, who's the CEO of Steam?
I don't think Nintendo really understands when we say, hey, we will pay to play Game Boy games and the old Pokemon games, not the new ones, the old ones. Okay, we will pay money monthly to do so. Honest to God, we will.
Yeah.
Or even if you just want to re-release them on a virtual console like you did the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy original games.
Yeah. Hey Ziggy, who's that Pokemon? We have Mile Alex in chat.
Where?
In chat, we were just followed by Mile Alex. I'm putting $5 down. I know who this is. Yeah, that's her. She just started chuckling. She's dying laughing. Yeah? Hey, yeah, that's her.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's her.
I thought we were talking about like some sort of word jumble. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool.
We had a Chikorita in chat.
Huh. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, dang it. Okay, I gotta just keep moving around or the game's gonna keep kicking me out.
Are you AFKing?
It's not, it's just disconnecting me, so I don't know if I am AFKing or what the deal is. It might just because I'm live. So,
It's possible.
what was I saying? You were saying something.
Oh,
I
I was
think
basically just saying, yeah, Nintendo needs to listen to the people who have been playing their games and who have grown up with their games. Because quite honestly, I'm not gonna throw my kids Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
No, absolutely not.
Unless they shape up their shit, I'm not throwing my kids any of the new Pokemon games.
No,
Because
absolutely
realistically,
not.
it's just not worth their time, and it's not worth my money. You know, if I'm gonna
Alex
throw
would
my
like to
kids a
join
Pokemon
PC.
game, I'm gonna say, hey, let me get my
Yeah.
old cart of Pokemon Diamond to get
Oh,
order a
100%.
Nintendo 3DS on eBay, and you can play that.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's fun.
Z.
Or I'll see if I can I'll get something to dump the cart onto my PC and get an emulator.
Exactly. Here's the deal,
You
too,
know?
right? This is a good song. On and on. Jason leading us. No, it's all we'll ever trust in. Good song. What was I saying? Yes. Is Nintendo, honestly, needs to listen to listen to the people who grew up playing their games. They need to, the CEO. They need to take the advice from the CEO of Steam. Honest to God, I think that's gonna be a main fix for them. Is why, instead of the best way to fight piracy, is not to incorporate anti-piracy technology, but rather to incorporate or to provide a service that is better than what the pirates are providing to the average person, right?
It was
For free.
what's his name? Pirate Software said that too. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because most people are willing to support the creators.
Oh yeah.
So if-
100%.
First of all, why was Tears of the Kingdom $70 digitally? It shouldn't
No,
have been. I wasted money on that.
No, yeah, waste of money. Easily a waste of money. Not when Breath of the Wild was $30 on the Wii U. Pretty sure it was $30.
What ability
45.
does Stom have?
Alright, listen here, fuck you. The game just kicked me out of... you can join in a little bit. I don't know. I just got kicked out though. Again, and this time I was moving around, so I don't think this is probably the best game to stream, to be real with you.
It's probably laggy, but yeah.
Pretty laggy.
I know the server has been dying a little bit, and you're even further away from the host than I am, so
Yeah.
I think this is hosted in UK.
And I'm also live on Twitch too, which isn't exactly helping the connectivity.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, so cute, Flareon. Flareon plushie. So, yeah. Stop wasting your money on lawyers trying to send cease and desist orders to people who are doing a better job. Because here's the issue, right? If you had just listened...
Start hiring the people who are doing the better job.
Well, yeah. Here's the other thing. If they just listen to their fans, all they'd have to do is listen to their fans. They wouldn't have the problem in the first place.
Here's the thing, okay? Half of Pokemon fans, they just want a fucking challenge mode. They want a challenge mode and they want a darker story. It
Yeah.
takes nothing.
It takes
Okay.
nothing. It takes a
Look at,
couple of buttons. It takes a couple of buttons, scripts, and
It takes a
slight
couple
changes.
extra hours to change things from, oh, he disappeared to, oh shit, he's fucking dead.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is. And then if you're so concerned, oh, but kids, okay, then make it so it requires parental controls to be enabled on the device.
Oh, yeah. Fair. And nowadays, all you would need to do is set up a pin, right? Or
Yeah,
better
that's
yet, here's the issue, right? Their complaints about being kid-friendly aren't even relevant to
No,
today's
'cause
day and
look
age.
at TikTok, look at all this shit. Kid-friendly does not exist anymore. Nothing is sacred.
There is no such thing as a respected ESRB rating anymore.
No.
There isn't.
Everyone will find some way. Everyone will find some way to make something pornographic or something.
It comes down to the rules of the internet, for one. Two, parental ignorance, or lack thereof, a lack of care for their children. Right? It comes down to the way we were raised, right? So, my generation, we played GTA 5, GTA 4, GTA 3, as soon as we got access to it. I mean, I didn't, but like, I know a handful of kids that did.
I started playing Grand Theft Auto at 13.
We started playing Halo in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
Halo's rated M.
Yeah.
Halo 4 was my 5th grade. For like a year. You know, there is no such thing as child-friendly anymore. There's just controlling parents and catering to them. That's it.
Yeah. That's it. It's a shame, but it's the truth. That's it. That's all. That's all for the show, folks.
Literally it. I really wish there was more respectability in society, but with internet being as widespread and as accessible as it is to this day, and the only way to take control of it is to, unfortunately, take complete control over it until they are of a certain age, which, to an extent, is kind of invasive.
Parents don't do.
Well, no, the parents that do it, they take it too fucking far.
Yeah.
Like
Here's
my
the
parents.
thing. This is kind of going to go off on a tangent here, but like if this kind of goes into the SCRP rating thing, look, you know how many parents, how many horror stories I've seen for like even from Toasty. I've heard Toasty talk about these parents. They buy their kids Grand Theft Auto 5. They just don't think about it. They don't pay attention. The same thing's gonna happen with GTA 6. It's gonna be $70. It's gonna be the kid's birthday. He's gonna be 8 years old, and they get warned. It's, hey, just so you know, this game has sexual themes in it. Oh, it's okay. He's mature. I'm sure I can't be that
Why
bad.
is my kid screaming the N-word every 5 seconds?
Exactly. But
why is my kid pulling out his penis in the middle of his 4th grade class? Gee, I fucking wonder why.
There's part of the issue of today too is the people who are having kids who are on the internet, they either don't understand it or they think they understand it too well.
Oh yeah. No,
it's like my parents were so paranoid to have me on Xbox because they thought that, oh well, he doesn't have an email, it'll put my mom's email out there for everyone to see. No, not true.
No, not true. Well, actually, on Xbox 360,
only
yes,
if I share it.
Only if you share it, and on Xbox 360 was a different story. Xbox One, they did absolute miracles. I have no idea what they've done, but they've taken a console that was extremely easy and accessible to hack and made it impossible to.
Yeah.
Impossible.
I think here's what's really fucked up. I think in the 7 years that I owned an Xbox, the Xbox servers were down. I mean, like down DDoS. Maybe 5 or 6 times. Like in the 7 years, maybe once every couple years.
Yeah.
Maybe. So that's what, 3 times in the 7 years. Yeah. I've seen PlayStation go down, 13 times in a span of 2 weeks.
Yeah. And PlayStation takes moderation to a whole nother level too. The issue is the average person on PlayStation isn't a child. It's, somebody my age. It's a grown-ass person. Yeah. What they really need is the same thing on Xbox. I hate to say it, but yeah, on Xbox, we need the same thing that they're doing on PlayStation, and that is...
No, we don't.
No, I'd say we do. I say for
you
specific...
say moderation. What do you mean moderation?
So, all of the Xbox parties are recorded. Or not Xbox, PlayStation parties are recorded. And they are reviewed when the party closes. If there was a report sent out on a player for foul language, they got banned for 24 hours, and this would span from strikes.
Okay,
multiple strikes being 24 hours.
Think about the Black Ops 2 lobbies.
Oh yeah, I get that. And that's why Call of Duty is kind of failing right now too. That's the whole gamer union is failing as a whole right now, because Black Ops 2 was a different species of gamers. All of Call of Duty players are a different species of gamers, right? No, I'm talking PlayStation. It was general respectability is what they enforce. It's not...
That's fair.
It is to an extent a zero cussing platform, and if somebody reports you for using foul language, you know, you get banned. It is how it is. No generation will ever top Black Ops 2 players. I'm sorry. There is no gamer more competitive than a BO2 gamer. Somebody who grew up playing Black Ops 2. We have more balls. Our balls have balls for playing Black Ops 2. You know what I mean? You had to grow a pair to get good at that game. And if you got good at that game, you had a fucking iron chin for testicles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just the way to say it, you know? That's the only way I can put it, right? Black Ops 2 made men.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody who played Black Ops 2 decide that they were going to become homicidal maniacs?
No.
No. Want to know why? It's because they were actually using the game to vent. They had a bad day at school? Great. Let's call a couple of 10-year-olds the N-word, because, you know, that's what that was. That's what it was. Let's call it, let's get into a party full of squeakers and just start trolling. And that's what that was. That was the whole Xbox. PlayStation was never like that. You also want to know why? PlayStation isn't a multiplayer platform. Their platform isn't based around multiplayer games. They have multiplayer games on their platform, don't get me wrong, but it is not what their platform is known for.
Nope.
PlayStation is known...
That's actually 100% correct.
Yeah. PlayStation is known for JRPGs, RPGs, and run-of-the-mill, indie or not, single-player games. Games that you could play by yourself, and on a very rare occasion, split screen. Very rare occasion. And I'm talking astronomically rare. But what is Switch doing nowadays?
Yeah, that's all right.
They don't even have an online service. They're trying to sit here and make money off of, I don't know, Fortnite, Rocket League, Warframe. Those aren't even their games. Onigiri?
Well,
they actually shut down those servers.
they did yeah, because it wasn't making money.
Wasn't making money. You know what they need to bring back? They need to bring back the Miiverse games.
The Miiverse games are fucking awesome. Street Pass and shit?
Street Pass? No, not even those. I'm talking like the Mii Party games, where it was like Wii Party, Wii Sports, Wii Play, Wii Fit, those games.
Oh, I got you, yeah.
There was on the Wii U, there was the Wii Party U game, right? You got to dress that you had your Mii dressed up like Mario, and you had a bunch of Mii, everybody else. One person would be Mario, they would have access to the map, right? And everybody else would be dressed up as Toad, and Toads would try to play tag with Mario, who was not only faster, but knew where everybody was. Yeah. Nintendo Land, that's the game.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Nintendo Land is the one.
Yeah. That we need to bring back games like that, where everybody could sit down at the table and play that
Party
game.
games.
A party game. That's what Nintendo's known for.
That's the only kind of that's really the only thing that should be family friendly about Nintendo. The inclusiveness of multiplayer.
Yeah. Where it was split screen. Hey, quit looking at my side of the screen. It doesn't matter if I'm looking at your side of the screen. You still suck regardless, you know what I mean? Like, we're looking at the same screen, you know, that type of deal. They don't even have online services anymore. Their online service is so bad, people don't use it. People use fake Nintendo services. People have legitimately
And
found
then the one service that people legitimately enjoyed, they fucking shut down.
Exactly. We have the argument kind of goes. It's the same thing with the "Is this your wallet?" You know, with what's his name from SpongeBob?
Patrick and Mermaid Man, or not Mermaid Man. What was Man Ray?
Man Ray, yeah. But I'm willing to pay you. Nintendo will no longer be offering eShop services on the Wii U and the 3DS. But I'm willing to pay you. You know? Please don't pirate our games. But I'm willing to pay you. I'm not trying to pirate the games, I just want to play the games on your new generation consoles. Nintendo has no plans of releasing the new generation, or their retro catalog on the new generation consoles. It's just that, you know, stuff like that. I'm not gonna quote the entire video, but the point stands. It's very, very blatant. I feel like we're beating the dead horse here because everything I've said makes reasonable sense. So to change the subject here, should Switch even, or should Nintendo even bother making a new Switch? Are they gonna make a new Switch, or are they going to make a standalone console? Are they going to try to keep? Are they going to keep trying to do the portability?
I think if they're smart, they will make a new standalone console, and I think they know that that's their best bet at retaining a fan base.
Yeah. Honestly,
I mean, think about how popular the Wii was.
Oh yeah, the Wii was fantastic. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The Wii, when they make consoles, they make a new console, and that's exactly what keeps people interested. But now they're just kind of beating a dead horse with the Switch. I get it. It sold fantastically, phenomenally, but it still doesn't compete to the run-of-the-mill Raspberry Pi that somebody can buy off of Amazon for $100. Sorry.
Yep.
It's true. I'm sorry, but not sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to scrap this portable console idea and just get back to a standard issue Nintendo I'd even, you know, like, I don't even know what they would call it, because I'm not on their marketing team, you know what I mean? But they, you know, it's going to be something you've never heard of before. It's going to be something that personalizes their target audiences, right? It's not going to be the Switch 2. I'm sorry. If it's going to be the Switch 2, it's going to be the end of their company. Nobody. Don't get me wrong. There's a load of people that would love to have the Switch 2, and I respect you for that, because the Switch itself is a flawed console, and it does need to be better. It does need to be more powerful.
I could see them making like the Switch Up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something that kind of makes sense. It sounds cool. It sounds hip. You know, I don't know, something like that.
The Switch Up, or actually,
maybe the Nintendo Home. They just make it simple. The Nintendo Home.
The Nintendo Home. Yeah, honestly, Nintendo Home. Play with your family at home.
Yep.
You know what? Let's take a look, shall we? Let's take a look at some ideas that may be out there. Has this idea been passed around? I'm sure it has. We cannot be the first. Huh? Nintendo confirmed a new system? They already have? A week ago, actually.
Is it home? Is it a
7
standalone
hours
console,
ago.
or is it a?
No, it's the Switch 2. It was released 7 hours ago. Hold on.
Ah, damn it.
Oh. Seven hours ago. Were we beat to it? Okay. So it is the Switch 2. It's not been actually announced yet. It's gonna be announced in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, we'll have to wait a couple of days. I don't think it's not worth it. It's probably not even gonna be worth buying. I'm sorry.
Probably
I'm
not.
sure there's gonna be a whole bunch of people who buy it. They need a standalone console. They need either a standalone console or they need something game breaking. Absolute industry wrecking. Because it's not gonna compete very well. It just doesn't.
No.
It's not how that works.
It's not a thing that can happen at this point, man.
Is it Father's Day?
No.
Why is Ruby saying it's Father's Day? Oh, she's in Australia. It might be an Australian thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Alex wants to know if she can join the VC with us.
Yeah, she can. I tried to ask you about that about like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, I missed that entirely. That's my bus. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hello. Sorry about that.
She's not there. There she is. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I didn't realize you were wanting to join.
No, you're good. I've been
I
chilling, listening.
yeah. What the?
You good?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm stuck. What the yeah, it's basically it. I think yeah, Nintendo needs to change something. I'm gonna be honest. Online, I think the bottom line is they need to fix the online services. They need to listen to their longtime fans. they need to go away from this, mobile gaming, and just make a at-home competitor to what the fuck? And at home, I've got a chargeable after me, or Garpantula.
I'm down here.
Yeah. There we go. I'm getting touched by Garvantula.
That's crazy.
Imagine.
Bottom line. Bottom line is they need to do something, or they are not going to be able to keep their longtime fans. They're cooked. Their longtime fans are going to move on to better things. And I hate to say it, but they've just become... Honestly, they've just become the equivalent of gaming on your phone for most gamers.
Basically.
It's not a serious industry for gaming anymore. For
at least
people like
Nintendo
us.
isn't. Oh yeah, I've got you a new weapon.
Oh, nice. It's got...
That's the equivalent of a netherite sword.
Nice. It comes... Honestly, it kind of just... It's not even... It's kind of gotten to a point where it feels almost humiliating to try and hype up their products.
Mm-hmm.
As a grown individual who plays games that of a higher standard, hyping up their latest Pokemon game, I hate to say it, I know it was game breaking, but the quality of the game really just wasn't at Arceus. Legends of Arceus, right? That felt childish the moment Pal World came out. Mm-hmm. Hyping up Legends of Arceus felt childish. Like, I mean, I pre-ordered the game. You know what I mean? I pre-ordered the game. I made a whole bunch of posts about it on Instagram. As soon as it was available for me to stream on Twitch, I was streaming it. But the game couldn't hold my interest at all. Don't get me wrong, great game. But it couldn't hold my interest.
It's a fantastic. It was so much fun, But it was held together by one, it broke the mold. Two, everyone was waiting for BDSP and anticipating it. If BDSP did not exist and people weren't hyped for Sinnoh remakes, I don't think this would have gone through. I really don't.
No.
I think we're still waiting for Black and White 3, and I think we're still waiting for Legends Unova, where we see the original dragon.
They need to listen to their fans.
Or we see the Great War between the brothers.
Finish writing the story you started.
Theoretically, between Unova and Kalos. Mm-hmm. Which effectively is the War of 1812, if you think about it.
Yeah. No, honestly, make that one game. Make that a single game where it is effectively the two different regions at war.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That'd be perfect. That would draw so many people.
Or an actual comprehensible multiplayer Pokemon game. Doesn't have to be sandbox. It just has to be multiplayer. I can sit here and I can play the game with my friend. That would be fun. I would sit down and play a new Pokemon game if it checked off a handful of boxes, like being able to play with my friend, and not just, the gimmicky, oh yeah, here, my team's better than yours, here, let's, pit them together and try and find out. I think, right now, the top, 5 games...
Actually, you know what was a fucking baller-ass game?
What?
Pokemon Conquest.
Oh, they need to bring that back.
That was fucking Pokemon Fire Emblem, and we need more of that. You know what? If they fucking made Legends Unova and made the battle system just fucking Pokemon Conquest, or the Great War of the Pokemon World or whatever, and it was just Pokemon Conquest. Dude, Conquest, I don't know how it performed, but oh my god, was that game fucking fun.
Yeah. Pokemon Coliseum needs. I mean, it was remastered, but it needs to be the full game. And I'm talking like the full story where you're going around stealing people's Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, that's Gales of Darkness, right? They need to bring back games like that.
No, you steal them in both. You catch Shadow Pokemon in both.
Okay, yeah. Gales of Darkness, they need to bring back that type of shit. Where it's like an evil variant. An evil variant of the the box Pokemon, right? Gales of Darkness was just Pokemon Silver in 3D. That is the kind of Pokemon game I want to play. You know? The Legend of Zelda, I think Nintendo missed a big opportunity to rope in a shitload of longtime Legend of Zelda fans. By not calling their game Legend of Link. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They really should have called it Legend of Link. It would have completely changed everything.
Oh yeah. It would have been game. It would have opened up. It wouldn't have even. It wouldn't have even like changed everything. It would have opened up 500,000 doors to the company, and they just didn't.
Yep.
And now they're getting ridiculed because of it.
Like, here's the thing. Granted, it was possibly a publicity stunt in the first place. We bullied a studio to remake an entire movie, the Sonic movie.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do it right the first time.
Exactly. Oh no, we 100% bullied the hell out of it. Sonic was ugly. That would have been a horror film.
Yeah.
That would have been a horror film.
Would have sucked ass.
Hey, I don't even think it would have sucked ass. It wouldn't have even qualified as a Sonic film. A Sonic movie. It would have qualified as like a copy pasta for Sonic. SCP Sonic. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit.
Yeah.
That it was probably a publicity stunt, but here's what Nintendo needs to do. What was that? Hey, thank you for the bits, man. Mix back at it again. Absolute Giga Chad and chat. Can we get a shout out for him? Can I shout him out?
I think that needs the bot.
Freaking, I don't have the bot, do I? Copy it. There you go. Follow this absolute Giga Chad. That's me, you dingus. Run that back. That's not okay. Can I go to your channel? Why isn't it letting me go to your channel? There it is. Copy. Boom. Yeah, go follow me. That too, but go follow this absolute Giga Chad, yeah? Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I think what they really need to do, since Nintendo bought Sega, is they need to release a Chow Garden. That's another thing they need to do. Chow Garden. Bring back Sonic. Bring back Sonic instead of just kind of, let me tease the Chow and get everyone's hopes up, and then we just give Shadow Wings, and that's the highlight of the game. You know what I mean? You can't tell me that's not exactly what happened. Everybody saw the game. They saw the Chows, you know, it like on the box art and everything. And another 100 bits? Well, thank you. I think I got myself a sugar daddy. No.
Hey, yo!
Nah, I'm just kidding.
What?
Absolute
No, that's me.
legend. Is it you?
I was
No,
about
it's
to say, so.
Did you change your name to Mixeds, Ziggy? You didn't. No, you
No.
didn't. I was about to say. But
Why is
Yeah.
my computer being stupid?
Estúpido. Estúpido. No, I'm just kidding.
No, my computer's like 15 years old and I hate it.
That's fair. That's probably why it's acting as stupid, because it's 15 years old.
Shut up before I beat your ass.
I'd like to see it try.
You short little ass.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can save the couple's banter for, you know, when we're going to bed. Nah, we're gonna do this right now.
Like, here.
You're off to bed, bro. Enjoy the stream. Hey, thank you, man. I'm glad you're enjoying my stream. What's the, they need to bring back a Chow Garden instead of teasing it. You can't tell me that's not exactly what happened. They teased the Chows. The Chows weren't even a main portion of the game. The game got very little coverage, and the only coverage that the new Sonic game got was Shadow getting fucking wings. That was the highlight. Shadow got wings. That's it. That's all I know of the game. You want to know why? Because that's all that's being published. That's the highlight of the game. It'd be an entirely different story if there was a Chow Garden. I'm going to tell you that right now. The amount of people that would be hyping the shit out of the game if there was a Chow Garden. You know? I wouldn't be playing Minecraft right now complaining about Nintendo as a company if they released a Chow Garden. This conversation wouldn't be happening right now. Right, Zig?
Yep.
They need to bring back the Chow Garden. That's one thing they need to bring back. They need to make it a modern day iteration. I think that one developer who is making a what was that?
What was what?
What mom was that? Wasn't you. Wasn't you. There's a... Not you. Or you. What is that? Which one is that?
I'm about to kill this freaking monitor.
Can't be you. Surely not.
Now, I'm not even on your stream right now. I'm trying to restart my freaking computer.
Oof.
Give me freaking trouble.
Take some of that horse money, get a new computer, nerd.
Fuck up, Ziggy. I got this PC for free.
Problem right there.
You know what they say, if it's free, it's me.
This computer was gave to me from my fucking brother.
Nice. So,
So,
yeah, I think that basically concludes the discussion on Nintendo. I think we've touched on every topic that needs to be said about Nintendo. They're just catering towards nostalgia. They're keeping the people down. They're keeping the people interested with the games that they grew up with. And outside of that, they're really not doing much of anything at all. If not doing less or more to push people away. They're doing more to push people away and less listening to the concerns of the people. The amount of money they would save on lawsuits if they just listened to the people that play their game. I think that's it. I mean, I don't even think they need to worry about fixing their online services. Yeah, make the services better. There's 4 games that use them. You know what I mean? Like 4 actual games that have high server usage. And I think I can name them right now. Super Smash Bros.
yep, that's one of them actually, because my brother plays it.
I don't even think, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think Fortnite counts. Fortnite doesn't count. Fortnite, Rocket League, Warframe, none of those games count because they're not on a Nintendo network. They're on a network that the game developers have to pay for. No, they're on their own network. They're on Epic servers. You need a Nintendo Plus or whatever the heck, Nintendo Online or whatever it's called, to play. I think I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but
Yeah, I'll look at the tab. Fuck it.
Why did they put Apex Legends, Warframe, Fortnite, not even Warframe. Why did they put Apex?
All very, very graphically intensive games on a system that cannot do intense graphics.
Exactly. And I mean, the difference between me and I could play on my laptop and I'd still perform better than a Switch in Fortnite. Graphics turned all the way down on both. I would still get a higher frame rate. You want to know why? Because I'd still get 60 FPS. You know what the Switch is gonna get?
Yeah.
15.
15.
30. 15. It is what it is. I'm gonna stop bantering on Nintendo, and I think that's a good spot to actually, like, just kind of put the Nintendo topic to rest for the time being until we hear more about what they're releasing. But
No.
they're falling behind, and they're kind of walking down the wrong path as a company. And don't get me wrong, as marketing experts, they have done phenomenal. But that's all they've done, is they're doing the same thing over and over again, and they're doing what has worked for them in the past. But because of that, they're falling behind the people who are perfecting what they began. I think that's the end. That's the end of the banter against Nintendo.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we got games like this. Minecraft, X, Pokemon. In this fantastic world that for the last hour and 30 minutes, I haven't even bothered. Oh yeah, I'm gonna restart the stream and just save the VOD real quick. So, just go ahead and refresh your browsers, everybody. Because we do have a viewer.
Bro, I'm trying to get on to Opera.
I'm just gonna press stop and start. That's it.